This Grant Estrad over at Local Cooling Farms, and we were working on a new section of high tensile fence, and I wanted to video this for everybody. So what we're doing right now is that we're deadheading the line, and this is an electric smooth high tensile fence. So we're putting insulators in line, of course, so it won't ground to the main post, and then the line will be coming into this insulator. So right now we're just doing the deadheads right now. So I'm just going to show you how to do that real quick. So we've already put nails on the other side of the post. And so what I'm going to do is get the end. I'm going to slip it through right here. We're using the spinning Jenny, so I'm just going to pull the slack out. Okay, so this is my end. We're in a good position. All right, so so what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna use my arm as a measuring device. So I'm gonna grab the end of this line, I'm gonna go to my elbow, and I'm gonna go 1, 2 hand widths, and this is of course my hand widths, and this is the point where I'm gonna do my first bend. I'm gonna do a bend like this, and then I'm gonna come up this is about a hand's length, but I'm going to come up less than the hand's length, and I'm going to do another bend. So I'm looking like I kind of have a Z with a long tail on it, okay? And so showing people knots like this is like the hardest thing to do, because there's no way you can ever learn doing a knot like this. You got to get something like this, watch the video and practice. So in a weird way, this is kind of like a taut line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this first bend, and I'm going to go under, and I'm going to pull this guy through the loop. You got to watch this end because there's a lot of snap in it, so wear glasses while you're doing this. I'm going to take the tension out, or the slack out, sorry, and then I'm going to go underneath this main line to the second bend. So that second bend is going to sit right on this main piece of line. And then what I'm going to do is, you can bend a little handle in this tail because you may need that, but I'm going to grab this line, and I'm going to do 3 to 5 tight loops in here, just like you would like a taut line or a noose. And then as you bend this guy, that wire is going to get really hot, so it's actually going to get easier to bend. So that's 3. I'm at 4. I'm at 5. And then I'm going to over bend this one here. And then I'm going to go clockwise with it. And I'm going to keep twisting it. And that's going to snap right off. So this is my knot right here. Okay. And so then to put the insulator in, this is the insulator. I'm going to do the same thing. I need my fencing pliers now. I'm going to do the same thing, and that's hot. That actually would burn me if I left it on there. So I'm going to go here, 1, 2. I'm going to cut. When you're by yourself, you want to make sure you put your knee or something on this line. You don't want that snapping back at you and hitting you in the face. So I'm going to cut this guy. I'm done with this now. I'm going to get the end. This is my main line that's still on the spinny Jenny. I'm going to get this end. I'm going to stick it in the ground so it doesn't pop up in my face or anything. And then I'm going to do the same bends. Hand width, 1 bend here, 2 bend here. I've got like a little Z pattern. I'm going to come through with my insulator. And when you set your insulator, you want to set it to where this hole is going to be for the inbound line here. So that way they interlock over the insulator, and you're not using the insulator itself as a link in the chain. So got that notch right in there. I'm going to peel this over, bend my handle so it looks like this. I'm going to hold on to the insulator. I'm going to keep it from twisting. It's going to want to twist this way, so I'm going to bend it the opposite way. And I'm going to do a bend. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna come around the 5th time, over bend it, and I'm gonna twist it clockwise, snap it off. So this is how we put our insulators on our 6-inch posts with doing hand knots. The reason that we're doing it this way is because we would need probably about 4 crimps to do this. And those crimps, I haven't priced those crimps, but the crimps can be anywhere from 25 cents to like 40 cents each. We would need 4 of them. And then every time I do a crimp, I'm gonna have to grab the crimping tool. So it's like 1 crimp, 2 crimp, you know, so it's a lot of tool action. Once you get real fluent with these knots, you can just crank them out, and it's just muscle memory at that point. So again, it's Grant over at Local Cooling Farms, and I hope that your summer is going well, and I hope that you put some high tensile fencing in this week. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.